Hey sewing pattern friends, so I wanted to talk a little bit today about recent sewing pattern and fabric haul that I participated in. Not really a haul, it's just a couple things. So as you know, I always talk about really hauling things up from your stash and not buying new, but I did acquire a couple things in my stash and I want to share them with you. So on the fabric side, I picked up this beautiful cotton lawn recently at my local fabric store. A lot of colors and a lot of garments that I already have, and I'm looking forward to making this into a camisole. And I'll talk about that in a minute. I picked up this when I was in Europe, Central Europe, the only piece of fabric I bought at a small local fabric store near Wenceslas Square in Prague. Very similarly sized to my local fabric store actually, and I already washed this. This is a cotton poly. It washed up really nicely. It's nice and thick, so that's good. I also picked up this from a company that I've never ordered from before today, and this is from a company called Sew Batik. And as you can see, this is a cotton knit. It's a beautiful batik fabric. They call it part of their fall color, so it was on sale. I think of this more as a spring or summer color, but yeah, it's good. It's orange. You can wear it in the fall too. So I'm looking forward to making something like that. This is a really good color for me. So I'll be making something out of that. And then my local fabric store owner said, hey, I got this stuff on sale. You want this? Look at this giant piece of fabric. 5 yards of this pale aqua blue cotton twill, lightweight cotton twill. So I'm excited about having that in my stash. Oftentimes I'll use the sale fabrics that they have from my local fabric store, and I will, I'm not putting this back together very well, am I? I will use the sale fabrics and here, and I will use them to make muslins or first test garments. So that's always a good choice, and that happens to be one of my favorite colors. I also got a couple of new sewing patterns that I want to share with you. I picked up the Grainline Studio Augusta top and dress with this lovely placket and dress, so I'm excited about making that. I have a couple shirts with plackets already, sewing patterns. I'm moving into plackets, friends. Haven't done plackets in a really long time. They kind of scare me. I'm moving into them. I also picked up the Emerald Dress. This is purely a easy, satisfying sew. This is from Made by Rae. This is a dress that's got a seam in the front and back, cut on the bias, and you see it's got a cute little cap sleeve top too. That'll get a lot of heavy rotation in my wardrobe. Plus you can do it in a bias and match the stripes, which is really what I want to do with it. And then I picked up this really cute little fanny pack pattern. This is more of the sling style bag fanny pack. I'll give you a little preview of the back there. From my local fabric store. Comes in 3 different sizes. The big one I've seen is like more of like a sling bag. It's about this wide. And then the smaller ones, you know, from there. Definitely want to make a couple more of these. I'm really into the hands-free bags lately, so going to be making a couple of those. And then last but not least, my local fabric store owner said, hey, you should check this book out. And I bought it. Now, yes, it has basic patterns in it, and I have a lot of basic patterns. But I bought it in part because G spends a really good part of this book talking about taking your basic 6 patterns and turning them into wildly different garments. And that's pattern hacking. That is slashing, spreading, lengthening, modifying, making these patterns look radically different. And I, like you, have a lot of sewing patterns, and I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to make them bigger if I have a vintage pattern. I want to be able to make an oversized jacket out of a basic shirt. I want to be able to do a lot of those things, and this book is going to help me do it. So I hope you'll join me on a journey as I work through some of these with some of the patterns not only in here, but also other patterns that I already have. So this is a book that I'm really excited about doing. So that is my pattern and fabric haul for the month of July and August. I'm excited about fall sewing, but not yet. I'm a summer girl at heart, so I don't sew things for fall until the leaves start falling off the trees and I wake up in the morning and there's frost on my grass. And at that point I'm like, oh, I better start sewing for fall. To that end, I've got that Sew Batik orange fabric I think I'm going to make into a long sleeve mile end sweatshirt from Closet Cord. Just because I think it's a good weight, and it's got a little bit of a fall color, but it doesn't totally feel like fall to me. And I can still wear it in the summer, of course, because we're in Michigan. We wear sweatshirts with shorts all the time. So that's my fabric haul, and that's my pattern haul for this month, probably for the next 3 or 4 months. I don't think I'm going to be acquiring too many more patterns in the next few months, mostly because I got a lot of things to sew. So stay tuned. I'm going to be sewing them, probably on video, sometimes not. And if you haven't checked out one of my latest sewing patterns, my own design, it's the August, not Augusta, the August bandeau blouse and two top. It's designed for a midlife midsection, very flattering and super fun. So definitely check that out at paradise-graphic.com or just go to Sew Paradise.